today, welcome. Today we're going to be making a broccoli cauliflower Thai green curry soup. Excellent. But before we get started, might as well get the palette working. Giddy up, you! Alright, first things first, you're going to take your coriander seeds, toss a bunch in a pan there, and we're going to dry roast them for 5-10 minutes. Go ahead and crank her up to medium high. We're going to let those toast up for a little bit. Alright, we got some lemongrass stalks here. Go ahead and chop both ends off. Then you're going to grab the outer layer and just peel that off. Chop the ends off. And go ahead and take your lemongrass and chop it up. Make sure not to burn your seeds. You want to keep them rotating, keep them frying up there. Gonna go ahead and turn that off and just let these sit for another minute in the pan, giving them a little stir and toss. Go ahead and take your chopped lemongrass, put it in a bowl for later. Alright, we got ourselves some little shallots here. We're gonna go ahead and take the peel off and chop them up a little bit. Slice the ends off, slice them in half, peel the other layer off. Go ahead and give them a nice chop. It doesn't have to be too small, not too big. Just give them a good chop. Put that in a bowl, save it for later. Next up, garlic. Give your garlic a smash. Garlic smashed. Get smashed too. Take that pesky peel off that garlic, stack them up. Now give her a little chop. Throw them in with the onions. Alright, now we got ourselves some lime leaves. Just stack them up. Take the stem off, roll them up a little bit. We're just going to give them a little dice. Put those in a bowl for later. Alright, now we got ourselves some Thai basil. We're just going to take the stems off, take all the leaves, because that's the stuff you want. Got about what we need there, so we're just going to fold it up and give her a nice chop. Got some cilantro. What we're going to do is we're going to take the stems. You just take off the little root bits there, and then take off the stems about there. Save that for later, and just give the stems a little chop. Take that and throw it in the bowl for later. Alright, now we got yourself some galangal root. We're going to go ahead and chop up a bunch of that. Just chop it this way, and then give her another little chop. Go ahead and take that and put it in the bowl. Next up, we got the Thai green chili. If you like it hot, you're going to want to put a lot. We're going to take the stems off. Now take those peppers and just give them a nice little chop. I like the seeds, keep it nice and hot. Take those, throw them in a bowl, the galangal. Alright, first things first, you're going to take your toasted coriander seeds, put them in your food processor. Then you're going to want to go ahead and grind these down first and get them a little powdery. Alright, next up, you're going to take your lemongrass, throw it in there, and go ahead and mince that up too. Next up, we got the galangal and the chilies. We're going to throw those in. A couple runaways, get those back in there. Next up, we're going to go onion and garlic. Go ahead and throw those in there. Dose them in. A couple strides. Going to take your cilantro stems and your Thai basil. We're going to add some of that to it. Jam it in there. At this point, we're going to add a little olive oil. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a couple shrimp to that too. We're going to throw a little salt in there. And a little ground white pepper. That ought to do it. Give her a grind. While you're grinding it away, because it's going to take a couple minutes, might as well have a beer. You! Gonna start with some cauliflower now for the soup base. Go ahead and we're just gonna take the stem off. Boom, cut that out. Cut these leaves off, get those out of there. And we're just gonna take these off the stem. And just chop this up fairly small, not too small. Take your cauliflower and throw them in a bowl there. Just fill her up. Next up, the old broccoli. Stem and all. You want the stem, that stuff's good too. Go ahead and chop it up. And throw it in the bowl with the cauliflower. Alright, we're going to take that broccoli and cauliflower, throw it in a pot here. Then we're going to go ahead and use some chicken stock. You can use veggie stock, whatever, doesn't matter. We're going to just go ahead and pour that in. Go ahead and crank her to high and get that boiling up. Blanch them up and get them nice and soft. So for a little garnish, we're going to go ahead and chop up some green onions. Go ahead and take off the roots. Get rid of those. Just take them off there and then give them a nice chop. Scoop those up and throw them in the bowl for later. Go ahead and take your cilantro leaves, bunch them all up, and give them a nice fine chop. Take that, put it in a bowl for later. Alright, things are kind of taking a little bit of a lull, so we're going to go ahead and maybe get a little stoned. That's spicy. Ooh-wee. Now we're going to take our blanched veg, strain off the liquid, throw it in the blender. Go ahead and add a little coconut milk for now. Top that up a little bit, put the cap on. We're going to take that batch and throw it in the bowl. We're going to start making the soup now. We're going to crank her to high, get her all warmed up, put a little oil in there, coat the pan nice. Then you're going to take that green chili paste you made, take a couple good spoonfuls and jam it in there. Once it starts sizzling, get it stirring around, toast it up a little bit for a couple minutes, start to smell it cooking up. We're going to take that pureed solution of cauliflower and broccoli and pour it in there. And we're going to add a little salt at this step. Alright, now that your soup's all ready and done, we're going to go ahead and plate it up. Take a nice scoop, get it right in the middle. Oh, made a little mess. Next up, we're going to take some arugula, put a nice bunch right in the middle, push it down in there. We're going to take some of that chopped cilantro, put it on top, get it nice in there. Take some shrimps and take some of your green onion, put it right on top. Gonna take some coconut milk and just give a little flare on top, a little sprig of Thai basil on top. A little green curry soup, a little shrimp, get to her. Bon appetit.